What's up, guys? It's your girl Miss Champagne coming to you this late April garden tour just to show you guys what's growing in my garden. A lot of this stuff is actually from last year. This is my Stevia plant. Overwintered nice. I'm in zone 9, so it doesn't get too much frost down here, so it did really well. These are blueberries. I don't know which variety. Sunshine blueberry. And then I have another variety of blueberry, but that one doesn't have any blueberries on it. These were a new addition. I did pick these up from Lowe's probably 3 months ago. This is my sweet red pepper that overwintered. I did prune it back a lot before the winter time, cut back a lot of the branches, and this is all of the new growth. And this is my banana pepper from last year. Did the same method, pruned back a lot of the branches. So I've got 2 pretty big sized banana peppers on here. I'll harvest those today. So this is from last year. This is my little herb bed right here. I have some oregano from last year, rosemary from last year. This is my flat leaf parsley from last year. Oh, you probably can't even see it. And I have some purple leaf basil that I just started from seed this spring. This is another oregano from last year. This is my strawberries from last year. Doing quite well. Now this is an everbearing. Look at that big one. So it produces all year long. It did go dormant over the winter time though, but it's different from the June berry, which only produces like one giant harvest in June. And these are some little runners that I planted. These are different varieties of bush beans. I know these are red burgundy, the ones with the red stems, and I don't remember the other ones. Slenderette. And then those are some runner beans, so those will run up these stalks that I have here. These are some sunflower seeds that I planted. They're supposed to be the dwarf variety, so in different colors. So I'm excited to see. Something keeps eating them, so hopefully they get a chance to get bigger. This one's a dwarf one. I'm going to transplant this one in my bed with the other ones that I transplanted earlier. These are some new additions from the winter time. I have dragon fruit. This is a yellow variety, and this shorter one is a red variety. The yellow one has been taken off. It was probably about here when I got it, and all of this is new. So I need to transplant that into a much bigger pot so I can stake it up so it can bush out. And this is my passion fruit vine. I transplanted this, I bought it last year, but I transplanted into this tomato cage so it can kind of vine out and grow. And it has taken off. I thought it died. It was in one of these like little pots. But once I transplanted it, it has had so much more growth. And while we're still on the patio, this is my Glen Mango that I bought from last year. I did top it. You can see right there, I did cut it because it was just one long branch. And then all of this, it's all new growth. So it forced it to kind of bush out so that wouldn't have just one long branch. So that is looking well. This is my Myers lemon. Lots of small little lemon buds on here. So I'm excited about that. This is my Eureka pink lemon. It did have like 3 blossoms on it, but something ate all the blossoms off. So I probably won't get anything for the summer harvest. This is my Barbados Cherry. I do have some cherries on here. They finally feel soft, so I'll probably harvest those today. They're supposed to be really good in vitamin C. Let's see what else. Let's go to my raised beds here. This was my attempt at Brassicas. You know, they prefer cool weather, so it was a challenge. I didn't plant them until like November, and I started from seed, so now I know to start my seeds in like August inside and then plant them by September or maybe October. So it started getting hot, so none of my cabbage really got a chance to come to a head. They were trying. This is about as far as it got. So they tried. I was gonna let it, but I think I'm just gonna take them out and harvest what I can. This is my Dinosaur Kale. This usually will do well up until maybe July or June, when it starts getting really hot and staying really hot. So hopefully I get some nice harvest out of this one. I tried to grow some broccoli as well, but it is getting too hot, so it's already starting to sprout out. So I was debating letting it go to seed or just pulling it out so that my little kale back here can get some sunlight, because these back here aren't as big as this one. They aren't getting enough sun. And then I think this was mustard greens. Yeah. So I heard they do well in the heat, but I don't think it's getting enough sun because of the cabbage. So I'll probably pull those out today. This was my lettuce that I was letting go to seed. It did really well over the winter time. But we had a storm that kind of made the stalk weak, and then it kind of fell over. So it was trying to go to seed. So I don't think any of the seed pods actually formed. So I won't be able to get the seeds off of that like I planned. And then I have yellow bell pepper here, red bell pepper in the middle that actually already has a decent sized bell pepper, and then orange pepper there. Those were transplants that I bought from Lowe's about a month ago. I did try to plant some other seeds, but nothing came up. This bed had a whole bunch of roly-polies in it, and it ate all of my seedlings. These are some cherry tomatoes that I started from seed and transplanted in here. That's a serrano pepper that I bought from Lowe's. Another jalapeno plant, and that's a jalapeno plant that I started from seed from my other jalapeno plant that was in here last year. And that's, I want to say, Sweet 100 over there in the corner. And those are my other sunflower, the mammoth sunflower variety. So I'm gonna put my other one in this corner here. These were the last of my beets. I harvested most of them. I did spray them with some neem oil today because they are getting eaten alive out here. I think that's a zucchini. This is my sage doing well. It loves the heat and the sun. So these are some onions that I started. This one is from seed. I actually started this probably in February. And the other ones are the bulbs that I planted. And then I have some grass in here I have to get out. And then these are squash transplants that I bought. This is some corn that I did from seed. A lot of it got dug up by a little squirrel. So some of them I threw in some late seed, so they just now germinated. But this one stalk has produced like 2 little stalks on the side. And then this is zucchini transplants. And then I tried to do some wildflower flowers to attract lots of bees and butterflies, but didn't get a lot of germination. One little one, I don't even remember what it was, because no, it definitely wasn't echinacea. I planted something else, but I don't remember. And then these were black-eyed Susans. So we'll see if those grow. Got a few that germinated. And gonna plant some cucumbers there. And let's check on my mango and papaya. I tried to plant some more mango seeds, but a squirrel came and literally dug them up and ate them. So that was that. This is my mango that I planted from seed last year. This is a Kent one that I planted from seed, and I tried to plant 2 more, but those were eaten. And these are my papayas that were given to me by a friend last year. They were itty bitty, and I planted them in the ground, and they are doing well. I probably need to fertilize them. Papayas are heavy feeders, so usually you just put a lot of your compost right on top, and then they'll grow really good. I did try to have some blueberries in the ground, but they get way too much sun, and they didn't do well. They like dried out. This was one variety and another one that I planted in the ground last year, but it tried to produce little blueberries, but it just gets way too hot. Something's always eating the leaves over here. Not sure what it is, especially on that one. This one produced a lot of new foliage, which is good, but no blueberries on this one. This one hasn't produced any blueberries. And that is it for the April garden tour. Not too much going on. I'm in a process of trying to buy a house, so I didn't want to plant too much and get too carried away and then have to leave a lot of this stuff or get rid of it. So that is it, guys. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Bye.